Sports and Ryan Benefitemi. I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride. Well, even this early in the season, it's becoming clear who the true title contenders are.
But there is still a lot that could change. There could be some big-time players on the move before mid-season.
This is when general managers start mapping out their trade strategy. They might not want to make deals right away, but a few teams will look very different by the trade deadline.
That is so tough to defend. She'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is pretty much unstoppable.
Now here's Charles.
Tina Charles.
That one, no good. Good work defensively by Brianna Stewart. Here's Hamby. And De'Erica Hamby throws it down.
Great job to find the open teammate. Stewie has very solid vision.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Harris. New York with the rebound.
After the first three misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they just still can't connect.
Playing for a Russian club team back in 2019, Brianna Stewart tore her Achilles during the European title game, the final game of the season.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of her.
Which adds to their lead in spectacular fashion.
Yeah, the fancy way. I like the fancy way, right? Who doesn't? And that lead's only going to get bigger, though, if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And I'm sensing this game really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge, no doubt about it, and that lead's going to get more and more comfortable as they do.
I agree, Brian. Let's see how this one plays out.
Well, unfortunately for Stewart, she missed the entire 2019 WNBA season.
Yeah, the good news, Stewie's come back even better, winning the title in 2020. I mean, you know, returning from that Achilles injury is really incredible. Tells you a bit about Stewart's dedication to be the best.
3 on the clock. Here's Harris. And that one hits back iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
To the inside. And the foul on Harris. That is her first foul of the game.
Teams first. First team foul.
Here's Ionescu. Off the inbound pass.
Well, all good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4 shots.
Here's Carlton. She's guarded by Hayes. 2 points. That one goes in.
And there are more points onto an early lead that just keeps on growing.
And a nice lead it is, and it's no mystery how they've done it. They are attacking that bucket.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line. The kick out to Williams. And Hamby over to help. Back to Thomas. And it's blocked by Brianna Stewart.
Phenomenal defense from Stewart on that play. It's no surprise she's regarded as one of the best shot blockers in the league.
On. And she banks in the layup.
And now we see them really working it inside.
Yeah, getting quality looks around the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Williams. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Thomas, no good. No question who's been in control of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. They've really taken charge.
Well, there's a lot of great basketball cities in the country. We know that. But there is nothing, and I mean nothing, like playing in New York. There's just something different about playing hoops in the Big Apple.
Now here's Charles. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. The drive by Ionescu. Pass to Carlton. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Sun. And I gotta admit, I agree with Brian. Basketball in the big city is something special.
Unfortunately, I got to agree with Brian too. I mean, you think about all the great players who come through this city, how incredible the atmosphere is for Knicks and Liberty games. Games in New York, you know, they are special, and every WNBA player loves playing here.
Here's Carlton. She has 6. Good on the shot.
It's not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many looks from in close.
You know, usually when teams give up runs like this, it's because they allow chances from inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And the Sun call time. Pass to Nelson Adota. Brown. And here's Carrington. Just 4 to shoot. To end the run. And again, no good by Connecticut. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're still in the first quarter.
And it hasn't been just about their scoring, Tim. They're playing tremendous defense, too.
Well, Brian, you got to give it up for the coach as well. This game plan has been perfect.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Enjoying a nice lead here.
It's been a lopsided affair as far as rebounding goes through one.
You want me to tell you what stands out in this game? I'll tell you what's standing out to me in this game. Look, as soon as the ball is hitting the rim, they're just crashing the glass. Solid job.
Misses the layup. She had her with that pump fake, but couldn't make her pay. Outside Williams.
Oh, come on.
And the basket is good.
Well, it took them a while, but finally
Like,
they take
these
the
centers know Euro
Sometimes
steps?
all
Come on,
it takes
man.
is one to get a team going. Let's see.
Yeah, Brian, let's see if this offense gets anything going.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Another shot. It's not going to go for her. And Connecticut will come the other way. Bonner outside. Williams. Pass to Carrington. Now Nelson Adota. Carrington outside Williams. Expanding her range.
Why was she so...
The shot comes out.
Looking back to the last decade, the 2010s, it was an up and down 10 seasons for the Connecticut Sun, winning one playoff round in the first 7 years of the 2010s. Nothing like the point guard putting the exclamation point on the play.
Every generation of players pushes the limit, and the athleticism at all positions is just breathtaking.
It's really just amazing.
If you told me 20 years ago, guys, that we'd be seeing point guards pull off dunks like that, I would have called you crazy. But now we're seeing it.
Now here's Bonner. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Nice shot from 10 feet
Come
out.
on.
And for Connecticut in the
That
2010s,
is
they were
bullshit.
really good in the back half of the decade.
Yeah, 20-plus wins in the final 3 years of the 2010s, culminating with a finals appearance in 2019. The Sun franchise is really turning things around.
Here's Clark. Got a piece of it. Stolen by
Oh,
Tina Turner.
come on.
To the middle. Bonner, good.
A solid distributor, Harris understands her teammates depend on her to get them involved.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. Here's Clark. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, that's one way she can finish, but far from the only way. She's got all types of tricks up her sleeve.
On the wing, Dejanay Carrington.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
She can't get it to go. And New York will come the other way.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control of the boards has given them control of this game. And wow, you just don't see point guards who can finish like that too often.
And when do you see hops like that on a guard? You know they are special talent.
47, 48, 49-inch vertical, who knows?
Man, I mean, to have that kind of explosiveness at the rim in your backcourt, that strikes fear into the heart of a defense for sure.
Clark. Stolen by Tina Charles. On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. She's covered by Clark. Bonner with it. Shot clock at 5. The 3 ball. Score it. Her third straight basket in 3 attempts.
She's really getting involved in the offense here after being held without a single point in the first quarter.
Clark outside. After 2 misses to start the game, she's on the board with that shot.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Now here's Bonner. She's got 7. Teardrop shot. And Clark pulls it down. Unloads from 13 feet. But we'll see if that changes. And so it's New York with it. The lead is
WNBA basketball back in 1997. We've had so many changes. One constant, the New York Liberty, an original team.
Now here's Clark. From 13 feet, down it goes.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she drains those, so I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense.
Here's Bonner. And here's Harris. Back to Bonner. 11 feet out. And too long on the shot. And the Liberty have been in New York since the beginning.
And that is a true testament to their fans. They have stuck with the Liberty since day one, providing tremendous support for one of the cornerstones of the league.
The one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's her hand doing the slamming.
You're right. She is smooth as
What
silk,
kind of
even on a power
shit is
finish.
that?
Well, that's part of what makes her unique, right? That combination of power and polish.
Now here's Thomas. Fast break, here they come. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
A 1-2 punch right there. Nice steal and some elevation on the jam.
Yeah, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play on defense.
An easy basket, too.
Man, my old coaches would be so proud.
They get a hand on it. Out of bounds, Sun ball as Connecticut keeps possession.
That pass had a little bit too much heat on it for her to make a clean steal.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough catch for either of them. I mean, these are basketball players, not wide receivers. Their rebounding has been off the chart today, guys, and that's the #1 reason why this game is out of hand right now.
Exactly. Their lead is not surprising, given their advantage on the glass.
To the paint. And the basket by Hamby.
And 10 of their last 12 points now have come off an assist.
They're just moving the ball well, getting everybody involved. Yeah, Brianna Stewart has won basically every individual award, every team title, in and out of the WNBA. Talk about the next decade, it's about her legacy.
Now here's Brown. Wyatt so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Here's Ionescu. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Carlton. Launches a 3, and the 3 ball is good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Talking about Stewart, where do you think she can end up amongst the all-time greats?
Well, I think Stewie has a chance to be the GOAT. She could set every major WNBA record, whether it's career points, MVPs, titles, you name it. This next decade, I'm locked in on Stewie and seeing everything she can do to expand her trophy case.
And she bangs it home with with one hand.
Sabrina Ionescu.
Proving what a selfless player she is, Ionescu is all about getting the rock to wide open teammates.
Tiffany Hayes for three. Unable to get that one to go. And it's the Liberty taking it the other way. Over Hayes. Nelson Adota with the rebound. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Williams. New York with the rebound. Here's Carlton. He's got 13. The layup.
No! You don't miss that.
Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. It's Gabby Williams on the wing. And again, Connecticut no good. And the Liberty with possession here. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Here's Stewart. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
Pass to Brown. Trying to get back on track. Hamby grabs the miss. The drive by Ionescu. And Sabrina Ionescu slams it in.
When Sabrina wants to, there's no stopping her from getting to the hole.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's the Liberty just dominating this one. We'll take a quick break and then get back to the action.
The movement of her teammates before the pass.
And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. Now here's Harris. Not a lot of room. Up again. Stewart grabs the miss. Now Carlton. And she jams it in after taking a nice lead on the run.
A big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose, guys.
And that goes for both ends of the floor. They've been controlling the action everywhere.
Just dominant.
Now here's Harris. With a new owner, the Las Vegas Aces.
Love what they're doing over in Vegas.
I'm in total agreement, Brian. The Aces, as well as some other franchises, have really raised the bar, making sure the players are taken care of. That's big for this league.
That one goes in.
That's their third straight make off an assist, and it's always good when you can score points by getting teammates involved.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement.
Inside. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Out to the wing. Here's Harris. And again, Connecticut no good.
You know, you watch her and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
Well, it's all about breaking the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Harris with it. Fires for three. And the ball out of play, the Liberty. And the Sun making a change here.
For your son, Tina Charles.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Out to the left wing. Well, the roster limit in the WNBA is 12 players, with lots of teams carrying 11 due to salary cap issues.
And I think that's too low. I mean, I'd like to see the league expand the numbers of players on a team. Perhaps out of you, maybe like two-way style players that we see in the NBA who can get called up.
Yeah, me too, because right now, teams can sign players via hardship contracts, but those are just temporary. I think
Why
ultimately
is she
the
so
WNBA
fast?
will explore more permanent options for adding to a team.
Harrington, she's covered
What?
by Clark. And there's the foul. Go on Clark. That is her first foul of the game.
Checking in for your Connecticut Suns, Leah Brown.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thomas a screen. The shot by Brown, no good. And it's New York's ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Pass to Carrington.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Will it go?
Oh,
And Stephanie Dolson with the block.
A tremendous shot blocker. Dolson's length at 6'5" and defensive IQ lead the swats.
Foul call that time on the...
Made me
32.
pick a state
Taking
that
2
is the
shots.
capital of women's basketball. I'd have to go with Connecticut. They just love the game here.
The great state of Connecticut. They really support women's hoops.
They do, and it's a big college team in this state. They've won a bunch of national titles, and of course the Sun are one of the best supported teams in the WNBA.
And so it's New York with it. Goes up high for the two-hand dunk.
Clark.
And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last...
Thomas.
Outside Williams. Well, Tim, lots of recently retired WNBA players have gone over to NBA teams.
Oh, we see him on the bench as coaches helping with X's and O's and player development. But also, a lot of former WNBA players are in the front office, scouting, helping with the draft, helping with the player acquisitions, doing it all.
It's great to see the NBA bring in more former WNBA players because there are very few people who understand what it takes to win at the highest level.
Bonner defending. The shot, no good. And it's the Sun taking it the other way. There's a 4-second difference. That's also good, so she hits them both. And they can just sit on the ball here.
Enjoy it. They've earned the win.
No doubt. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's what she does, guys. Takes what the defense gives her and turns it into points.
Bonner left side. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them and an enemy territory, no less.
It was enemy territory, but with the way that they controlled the game, they took the crowd completely out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.